history.
As they're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
They have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today, it seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Attention shoppers, please stay in line. You must be scanned and searched before entering the mall area. Attention, you must disrobe and pass through the scanner at mall security before entering the building.
Hey, most GCN listeners know that the future of Christmas shopping may quite well be that scary. And while we're not there yet, as shoppers, we still face terrible traffic, crazy lines, and even crazier shoppers. But this year can be different. You can still opt out of the craziness and do your shopping off the grid by going to offthegridchristmas.com, where you'll find our new Christmas video featuring an amazing assortment of truly hard-to-get gifts. Gifts you simply won't find in stores. These are gifts that can help anyone on your list become better prepared for the hard times ahead. And here's the best part. Prices have been slashed until December 15th. This year, opt out of the lines. You won't get fined. You'll get great discounts on all kinds of off-the-grid gear by going to offthegridchristmas.com. Go to offthegridchristmas.com. That's offthegridchristmas.com.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
Crashing through the lies and disinformation. It's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
All right, Robert in Denmark, Karen, Roy, I'm gonna get to you quickly here. You may only get 45 seconds or so, but I want to jam in some calls here at the end. We appreciate you calling, but I need to get into Ron Paul. The mind game of the mainstream corporate media that's losing a lot of its power and listeners but can still put out a hoax when they need to, that Ron Paul can't win, or that Ron Paul isn't a conservative, or that Ron Paul can't be part of the next debate coming up because he's against an Iran attack, so he's anti-Israel. That was the report. It's crazy. When the former head of Mossad just came out and said it will be a catastrophe if Iran is attacked. No kidding. For Israel, they're saying. I mean, our own Joint Chiefs of Staff have said it's a disaster. Every country over there is going to attack Israel. I know for a lot of you, new wars is like something to order a pizza and watch and feel powerful. People are actually dying in these. These aren't cute. These aren't funny. Our country's destroyed its name attacking country after country out there for the globalist. Now, continuing here, Ron Paul has come out in a whole bunch of polls. Here's the Des Moines Register, Washington Post. And it goes on to say, Iowa poll, Gingrich leads GOP, then Paul, then Romney. And Paul is second or third in all the other states. Or he wins the straw polls. And they keep saying, he can't win, he can't win. He actually knows the problems. People keep saying, well, the government needs to fix things. The government works for special interest, and things are going quite nicely for them. But the Fortune 100, they're making the biggest profits ever, consolidating power, having government shut down their competition. Ron Paul is the one that predicted all of this. Ron Paul is the one that understands it. He's a patriot. He speaks out against the military operating on our streets. He speaks out against the UN and the IMF. And then meanwhile, I want to play this short clip. They have a debate coming up. And I think Ron Paul's probably wrong for saying he won't be part of this one because he got banned from a few of them because they're scared of him. But now they're going to have a debate with the consummate dirtball, who I hear conservatives back when he was running saying he's great. He's a total ringer. Most of his donations have been to the Democrats. Just like Huntsman works for Obama. This is a joke. Is Donald Trump. I told you as soon as he got his TV contract, I told you as soon as he got the casino deals from Obama's man in Chicago, Rahm Emanuel, he'd drop out, and he did. And now he is going to be the moderator. And Ron Paul is saying, since when is he the kingmaker? Since when do you need to be anointed by some dirtball casino owner? And I hear conservatives on talk radio 6 months ago going, I love Donald Trump. He knows how to get things done because he knows how to flim-flam you. You know, a nice sales pitch. You better learn about people's voting records, what they've supported. You better find out he's an eminent domain, big liberal sicko, just like Newt Gingrich. You mainline Republicans have no business talking about Obama supporters being idiots. You are just as big a morons. Okay, let's go ahead and play this Ron Paul clip. Here it is.
We've had the flavors of the month up and down, you know, so far in this campaign. I'd like to think of myself as the flavor of the decade, so we keep plodding along on a couple issues that are really striking a chord with the people. And you don't win just with the hardcore Republican base. You have to have a candidate that's going to appeal across the political spectrum. Yeah, I don't quite understand it. I don't understand the marching to his office. I mean, I didn't know that he had an ability to lay on hands, you know, and anoint people. He probably doesn't like my position on the Federal Reserve. Deep down, philosophic, and of course his position on China was quite different. So I think it's philosophic and probably his personality that doesn't like to be challenged.
Professors don't like to be challenged.
That's enough. Yeah, that was Ron Paul on Donald Trump. That's just the little highlights of it. I mean, if you don't want Ron Paul, folks, you get what you deserve. I mean, there's a reason CBS gave him 89 seconds in the debate, and the other candidates, 4 or 5 times that, in some cases 10 times that. Again, every candidate comes forward, people find out about him, and then they get unpopular. Except for Ron Paul. We know who he is. He has a perfect constitutional voting record. Perfect. He always does what he says he'll do, even if you don't totally agree with him. Isn't it time for real change? I mean, we knew what Obama would do in the Obama deception with total precision because we knew who his advisors were, who his contributors were. You stick 75 cents in a vending machine and pull the lever for a Snickers, you're going to get a Snickers. Okay? You put it in there for Coca-Cola, you're going to get that. The globalists put their money in to buy and sell these politicians. I don't have time to play the Olympia Snowe thing calling for world government, New World Order. It's up at Infowars.com. I got a bunch of other news. I keep meaning to get to this power plant news, but I can't do it in the time we have. I've got to go to some calls here. Our articles, draconian EPA regulations to cause rolling blackouts, critics attacked by White House. That was us earlier in the year. The White House responded to us for making connection proven accurate. And then here's the Statesman article. Texans could face rolling blackouts next year, reports say. It goes on to say the North American Electricity Reliability Corporation found that many older power plants in Texas will be retired rather than retrofitted to meet new federal emission standards. Yeah, it's impossible. They wouldn't even give you the authorization. And it goes on to admit the environmentalists are shutting it all down. And then you're lectured by the Sierra Club in here. We have to have a generation we need right now. We've outdated coal plants are holding us back. And then the article acts like the environmentalists are trying to get us the power. The average dumbed-down moron reading this and the statesman just cynically targeting their slaves would read that and think, oh, thank God. You read the whole article. Thank goodness they're fighting to try to get us power plants. I mean, it is so incredible. And remember, General Electric has a total waiver. So if you let them take your plant over, you can keep operating. Doesn't matter, the globalists have just moved into Mexico. We get our power from Mexico now. I'm sorry. I was flattered back in February, though, when Drudge linked to our article, and it got a couple million reads, and the White House responded and said we were insane, and we were quoting all these power commissions. And the head of the Energy Department saying, quote, we're going to shut down massive numbers of plants. I mean, they've got more than 200% more to shut down compared to about 10% they shut down the last 3 years. And we've already seen massive power price increases and rolling blackouts in hot and cold times. Can you imagine what's going to happen when they have a 200+% increase in shutdowns? Boy, I tell you, listen, all you fake environmentalists who don't know your head from a hole in the ground, just enjoy your power bill and plug that car in, that electric car that gets its power from coal. While you criticize my gasoline car, you morons, you people are not environmentalists. You'd be concerned about GMO. You'd be concerned about Fukushima. You'd be concerned about vaccines and the human genetic code being damaged. But you're not. We're going to move quick now. Robert in Denmark, you're on the air. Welcome.
Hello, Alex.
Hey, Denmark, go ahead.
No, this is Robert.
Yes, you're calling from Denmark.
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
All right. First of all, I'm going to need 90 seconds, 89 seconds like Ron Paul had. I want to make that clear.
I can't give it to you. I think I'm going to have to let you go. You spent 20 telling me how you need time. We don't screen your call, sir. Go ahead.
I understand. All right. First of all, I want to announce that, you know, a lot of the stuff that's going on right now, you guys are talking about, you know, can I mention our website?
I got to let you go, man. I got to let you go. Look, that's not how you make a radio call. We're not screening your call on air. Everybody calls here and thinks once you get on air, I'm going to screen your call. We just asked where you're calling from. I'm not, Robert, just call me another time, okay? We could have got to 3 calls in that time. Karen in Arizona. Go ahead, Karen.
Alex, I have 2 quick questions, and I want to share some information with you.
Go ahead and share your info. Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, the Daily Courier, Yavapai County, Arizona, is with Embry-Riddle Aeronautics, and they're joining with to have this ERAU aerial camera deal. Also, another question is when are you going to have Lindsey Williams on and the ex-CIA whistleblower?
Well, which CIA whistleblower is that? Well, we're going to have Lindsey Williams on this week. Who?
Lindau.
I'll look into it. I appreciate your call. We'll get Williams on this week. I know he's got a lot of new stuff. It'll come up during the weekday show. Let's go ahead and talk to Karen in Colorado. Karen, go ahead.
Hi.
Hi.
I just had I'm really angry about what the Congress and the president is doing. It's stupid. And, excuse me.
Oh, well, I mean, it's good for criminals to take over. They like to. I mean, that's what they do, yeah.
Anyway, how the heck do I wake my husband up?
Well, ma'am, you just get him. God, get him my films. Get him Obama Deception at Infowars.com and give it to him and make copies and give it to your neighbors. That's how you wake him up.